Hello guys, and welcome back to The Smoker's Connection. My name is Tim, or you can call me T, and today I have a very interesting combination that I'm pairing today. Cohiba Silencio, okay? The Cohiba Silencio, and I am pairing it today with bourbon. However, this bourbon is not a Kentucky bourbon, okay? This is Smoke Wagon straight bourbon whiskey from Las Vegas. Out of all places, right? Las Vegas. However, this is one of my favorite bourbons because they have amazing, these guys are dialed it in. They have an amazing bourbon. Just because it's not from Kentucky, me being a Kentucky native, yeah, I could be biased. But Las Vegas, Smoke Wagon, yeah, you guys have got it. You guys got it dialed in. Cohiba Silencio, translated in English, means silence, obviously. For us ones that don't speak Espanol, it's very similar to English, okay? Inglés. Silencio, silence. I mean, come on, guys. Specifically only available at Cohiba events. You can't just buy this cigar off the shelf at your local place or wherever you go. You're gonna have to go to a Cohiba event, and specifically the ambassador blender Sean Williams is going to have to be there specifically for you to get a hold of this. Okay, so this is one cigar that you just not just going to just grab from anywhere. You're not. And what makes it cool, Sean's signature is on the back. Super cool, right? Makes it even more personable. This cigar smells amazing. Really sweet. I mean, I'm getting hints of I'm getting hints of cocoa, dark chocolate, and like fresh cut hay or something like that. But I'm excited to get into this, especially to compare it with the Smoke Wagon straight bourbon whiskey. The blend on the Cohiba Silencio, a Nicaraguan leaf, Cameroon binder, and the filler is Nicaraguan with a mix of leaves from the Dominican Republic. So this is going to be really interesting to try. Again, there's no price point on this. I can't tell you how much this costs because the only way that you can get one of these cigars is that you attend a Cohiba event and you purchase either cigars or any of their products, and they include the Silencio in your package, okay? So that's the only way, and Sean has to be there. Mr. Williams will probably be there more than likely if you want to score one of these beauties, right? I haven't smoked this yet, but I'm excited, and I'm gonna let you guys know what I actually think about it. The Smoke Wagon straight bourbon whiskey was released in 2019. The notes are like a sweet rye. Obviously, you can see I've already finished most of this bottle. Obviously, it's that good. So, sweetness, caramel, hints of honey when you smell it, without even tasting it. It smells amazing without even tasting the bourbon. Toasted bread, nuts, oak. Very, very unique smell and taste profile. So, when I do pair these two, this is gonna be fun. This is really gonna be interesting. So let's get to the fun part. You buy one of these, you get one of these, okay? The math is mathing, all right? now that I've started my first third and got a nice even toast on the foot, my initial taste, the notes, I'm getting leather, I'm getting cedar, leather and cedar. Leather, cedar, black pepper, and some hints of sweetness. I don't know if it's caramel or if it's like a cocoa, but I'm getting a hint of that in this first third. The draw is easy. The draw is not restricted, so it's enjoyable so far. But I'll let you guys know, because for everyone that smokes cigars, we know that can change through the first third, second third, final third. It can change dramatically throughout the smoke. So I'll keep you guys posted. So in the first third of the Cohiba Silencio, let's pair it with the Smoke Wagon Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This straight bourbon whiskey, this Smoke Wagon straight bourbon whiskey is so smooth, extremely balanced, and it's almost a perfect pair with the Cohiba Silencio. Both are very mild, both are very smooth. At this point, I'm impressed. I have nothing negative to say about any of the products. So I would say, at this point, perfect. In my first third, with the pairing of both items, there's no aftertaste. There's no weird feeling in my mouth of burning spices or any of this other stuff, imbalanced. It's very pleasant. It's very mild, actually. From the cigar and the bourbon also. So I have no complaints. I'm happy right now. Still in my first third, I'm still getting notes of leather, cedar, still there. Getting a little pepper, a little black pepper, a little spice, and still sweetness. Still getting a little sweetness. And it's just from the Silencio, the Cohiba Silencio. Because the Smoke Wagon already has its own sweetness, its own personality. And I like to get both individual taste notes so I can identify both of them, and then I pair them, right? So doing this, I like to cleanse my palate with Cincinnati water, of course. I like to cleanse my palate and get like a nice little reset, so I can give an honest review, honestly. With cleansing my palate, still sweet caramel, leather. Not so much cedar now. And the spice is pulled back a little bit. The spice, the black pepper is pulled back a little bit. So it's really mild. It's really pleasant, really nice. Let's try the Smoke Wagon with a clean, cleansed palate. Very clean caramel. Very clean caramel taste. No burn in the back of my throat. Very smooth. Hints of honey, caramel, and rye. So it's balanced. It's still, I'm not gonna say like the burn from like pepper, but it still has a little spice to it. It has a little kick, but it's not to the point where it's unbearable, I would say. Continuing in the first third, the burn has been consistent. I have not had to relight this yet, and it's been even, and it's not all, lopsided. Like sometimes when you light, mini cigars, they just burn uneven. I don't necessarily know why that happens, but the Cohiba Silencio It's put together very well. It's held very well. And the burn profile has been very nice and consistent. The draw is continuing to be very easy. I don't have to work. I don't have to work hard just to enjoy this cigar. Again, Sean, Mr. Williams, thumbs up again on another stellar product. Thank you, sir. Okay, guys, I'm back. Now that I'm in my second third of the Cohiba Silencio, the taste profile's changed a little bit. Not just a little bit. It's changed quite a bit. Spice notes are picked up. Black pepper, it's like it's spicy now. It's gotten a little bit more spicy now. The spice notes, it's gotten a little bit more spicy. The black pepper is just like it's tingling a little bit. It's still enjoyable, but I can taste the transition of the mildness to going into the second third of the Cohiba Silencio. Yeah, so the spiciness is picked up quite a bit. It has. Still leather. The cedar's coming back into play, but a lot more spiciness. Now, when I paired with the Smoke Wagon straight bourbon whiskey, the straight bourbon whiskey, the Smoke Wagon kind of tames it and brings it, the taste profile, back down to a more comfortable level. You know what I'm saying? For my palate, it was getting a little like, woo, this is getting a little hot. But when I would take sips of the Smoke Wagon, it would balance out perfectly. So in my second third, pepper, black pepper, and it's still sweet. It still has hints of sweet caramel. It does. But like I said prior, the spice has picked up a little bit. However, the Smoke Wagon brings it back down a little bit, and it makes it way more enjoyable. Even if that's a word, way more. Way more? I don't know. I'm from Kentucky, so we make up words all the time, like both of them. Like, what is both of them? Well, for people that are not from the South, both of them means two. Can I have one and two? Both of them. Now, give me both of them. In my second third of the Cohiba Silencio, I have the taste profile of baked bread now. Just bread, kind of peanuts. It's an interesting combination. It's an interesting taste right now. It's bready. It's nutty. It's nutty. Peanuts. But I'm still getting, a nice, pleasant chocolate cocoa in my second third. So I'm enjoying this. Spices backed off a little bit, which I think it was just like a transition between the first third and the second third. That's why it was so spicy. It's balanced out. So now it's more like a baked bread, sweet cocoa, and like nuts, like peanuts. I like this in the second third. I do. And when I throw the Smoke Wagon in there, with as balanced and smooth as the Smoke Wagon is, it makes for a beautiful combination. It really does. I have no complaints. It was super spicy going into the transition in the second third, but once I passed that second third, it started to balance out more, became a little bit more mild, and then when I incorporated the Smoke Wagon, it that more pleasant. Just to bring this back up, the Cohiba Silencio is nothing that you're going to be able to find in the store, okay? You're not. You're only going to be able to get these at a Cohiba event, and if Sean Williams, the ambassador blender for Cohiba, is there, that's the only way you're going to get a hold of these, okay? The only way. I don't know. Maybe one day they may decide to put them on the shelf, but at this point, it's not. You have to attend an event, purchase their products, and this is what you win. Okay, I am back in the final third of the Cohiba Silencio. The final third has not disappointed me in one iota. The taste profile has changed dramatically. I am now tasting baked bread, corn, popcorn, fresh cut hay, cinnamon. Cinnamon is kicking in. Cinnamon is kicking in this final third. What else am I tasting? It's like fresh cut grass. It's clean. It's impressive. It's very nice. Coffee bean, chocolate. It's a combination of a lot of things. Dark chocolate. The taste notes have changed dramatically in its final third, and it's very pleasant. I have no complaints about this. The burn has been consistent. I have not had to relight this. Taste profile has changed dramatically. Okay, in its final third, it's very pleasant. But I'm getting corn, bread, fresh cut like hay. For people that live in the city, you have no idea what fresh cut hay is, but let's say a comparison: fresh cut grass. That's the hint that it's giving, right? The taste notes, or this is what I'm getting right now. It is very nice. It's balanced out. The pepper is backed off, completely backed off. No more burn in the back of my throat. Cocoa, chocolate. This final third is really, really nice. And when I add the smoke wagon, it makes for an impressive evening. I have no complaints about this combination, this pairing of the Cohiba Silencio and the smoke wagon straight bourbon whiskey. On the final third, it's a little dry. In totality, I have enjoyed this cigar immensely. With the smoke wagon, which I've always enjoyed, it's a great combination. It's not going to let you down. You will enjoy both of these if you are to get lucky enough to attend a Cohiba event and score one of these, and you just happen to have some smoke wagon on tap. I want to thank you guys for taking the time that you spent with me and the Smokers Connection and my comparison with the Cohiba Silencio and the smoke wagon. Again, thank you for giving me this opportunity to express my thoughts and my opinion about these two amazing products. You have met your connection. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next.